everyone, and welcome back to my doll collecting channel. Today we are reacting to the new American Girl historical characters Isbel and Nicki. Now I have posted about these dolls a lot on my channel, but it's all been kind of rumors and leaks. So this is like official American Girl because they're on the American Girl website. So first off, we have the main picture of Nicki and Isbel, and they are from 1999. And it says in the corner here, the 90s are back with our newest historical characters, and they have this kind of setup like a bedroom, lots of purple going on, which is really cute. Purple is like very popular. I've talked to a lot of people and they say their favorite color is purple, but you don't see it too much. It's a pretty unique color. So I'm still trying to convince my parents to do a reaction video to the 90s historicals to share their opinions on the dolls. Because they were around in the 90s. They were also around in the 80s, so I want to show them Courtney too, just to get their opinions. But they did say from the photos that I just showed them that this alien pillow and aliens being everywhere was super duper popular. Here's the next image where they're just kind of in their bedroom. Nicki is jumping on the bed without her shoes, which is pretty cute. And then they're just, you know, partying, listening to music, and Isbel has a phone in her hand. I don't know if she's calling somebody. So this is really interesting that they're pushing the historicals. They're probably pushing it now because now they have historicals for every decade in the 20th century, which is really, really interesting. But if we scroll down, we can see more photos of Nicki and Isbel. So as you can see, Nicki has these beautiful blue eyes and then a darker lipstick. Isbel has these bright Felicity eyes. And I have seen people say that American Girl tried really hard to leave a lot of Easter eggs from American Girl in the 90s, as you can see with the American Girl pins here, and Isbel having the bright green Felicity eyes. Overall, I think they did a really great job at making the twins different enough from each other, so giving them different colored eyes, giving them different lip color, and giving them different hair color. I think that's really cool and interesting because I was worried that they were just going to make two of the exact same doll and just, you know, put them in different outfits. So as you can see, we have a photo of Isbel here. So she looks so cute with her little beret. I don't know if this is just my computer, but the blurriness of the stock photo feels very much like American Girl stock photos from the 90s. I'm not gonna lie. If you zoom in, it's a lot better. So she has this beret, she has bright green eyes, this necklace, this outfit, which is so cute. I'm a huge fan of this, very Clueless-like. And she has this beautiful blonde hair, and here's a closer look at her accessories. But overall, and I love the clear backpack, something that is very trendy and you definitely see a lot of people wearing right now. And then we have this cute journal, which, you know, is very 90s, early 2000s. Journals were huge in the early 2000s, which is when I was a kid. Even if you think of things like Diary of a Wimpy Kid and Dork Diaries, I mean, those didn't come out maybe around 2010, I want to say. I think they were later in the early 2000s, but they were huge. And diaries were also pretty big when I was growing up. Having, like, you know, a secret diary was so very, very popular trope in media. Next we have Nicki, who looks really cool. So she has, you know, her accessories here. Again, bright blue eyes. Her hat does have a reference to the Girl of the Today logo, which was American Girl's, one of American Girl's newest lines in the 90s, with having a doll that kind of like looked like you. That wasn't a historical, that was called the Girl of Today line. So they have this logo here, and it's on Nicki's baseball cap, which is really cute. Then again, more of the Girl of Today pins with the old Pleasant Company logo. And she comes with sunglasses and her own journal, very similar or almost the exact same as Isbel's, just in purples and blues. Next we have Isbel and Nicki's pet set, and for the historical characters, as it says, it doesn't list what their names are. It just says in the detail, Isbel and Nicki are so excited when their parents let them pick out a pet from the animal shelter as a gift for one of the first nights of Hanukkah. Just like the twins themselves, the pets they choose are very different. So Isbel's plush calico kitten named Buffy and Nicki's plush a chocolate lab named Blossom. So this does confirm that Nicki and Isbel are Jewish, which is pretty awesome because before then Rebecca was the only historical character to be Jewish. And also I know Lindsay was Jewish, but she was only around for a short period of time. So it's also interesting that they give you both pets, so you don't just buy the chocolate lab or you don't just buy the kitten, you buy them together, which is really cute and interesting. Next, we have the pizza bucket set. So I talked about this before in my leaks video. So interesting that it doesn't come with 2 cups and, you know, a set for 2 of the girls to have pizza. That's how I feel about that. I wish there was 2 cups because maybe they could share it, but I guess they want you to maybe buy 2, but it's $32. That would be $64. And then there's also taxes. And then also if you live in Canada, it's going to be way more expensive. So definitely very pricey for this one. Cute, but $32 is a lot of money for fake food. Next, we have Isabel's Floral Pajamas. Now, these ones are so interesting because if you had told me this was from 2005, I totally would have believed you because this kind of thing was so popular when I was a young kid. It's giving me like Lizzie McGuire vibes, which I didn't watch Lizzie McGuire as a kid, but I remember Lizzie McGuire being over like everything and everyone like talking about Lizzie McGuire, even though I don't think I ever sat down and watched the show. But I remember everyone was obsessed with it, and I remember the, you know, orange shoes that she had, and I just remember it being super duper popular. So yeah, that's the vibes I'm getting from this. So if you told me this was from the early 2000s, I would have believed you. Next, we have Nicki's pajamas, and Nicki's pajamas again are another thing that would have been so popular in the early 2000s, especially the monkeys. Oh, I remember people being obsessed with monkeys in the early 2000s. I have no idea why. I always thought it was kind of strange. And I remember people always being like, what's your favorite animal? And people would just say monkeys. Like, people loved monkeys. And I don't know why. I just remember a lot of books being out about monkeys and people just loving monkeys. So I could totally see people having monkey slippers. And I remember people having t-shirts with monkeys on it, and like the monkeys had like funny little sayings, like, and I remember this series of books that were like teaching kids how to be safe, so like bike safety or fire safety, and the main character was a monkey. If you remember that series, it might have just been a Canadian thing, but if you remember that series, make sure to leave it in the comment section below. And no, it's not Curious George. I know people are gonna say it's Curious George. It's not Curious George. It was the early 2000s, and it was like this educational book series and it had a monkey in it. Bedroom set here, we just have, you know, an alarm clock, the purple couch, the Walkman, and then I love this little pin set, so cute. And then here we have another image of Nicki and Isbel in their bedroom. So this one's really cute. I think it's really, really adorable. Again, the beds, especially Isabel's, reminds me so much of the early 2000s. I remember flowers being absolutely over everything. Everybody was obsessed with like orange and pink flowers. And I love the Miss A.G. bear. So again, another 90s reference to American Girl products. So they had Miss A.G. Bear. I don't think it lasted that long, but she did exist, and she's pretty nostalgic for people who were in the 90s and into American Girl during the 90s. But yeah, if you told me that this bed was from 2005, I would 100% believe you. And similar to this bedspread here, except for I would assume that it's from like 2010 or something like that, especially with the zebra print. Animal print definitely had a revival in like the 2010s. And the alien pillow is really cute. I don't remember aliens being so big in the early 2000s, but like that would be so cute. I kind of want one because that's just so like, that feels so random to me, but I guess it was like the thing back in the day. And the smiley face is also like pretty early 2000s, but like it's interesting because they didn't choose, it's not an emoji, like it's a smiley face. And if you're around in the early 2000s, you would know what I'm talking about, the difference between like an emoji and a smiley face. So cute. So again, I'm not a huge like 90s person, I wasn't around then, but this mug is so cute. And I love the little photo of Nicki and Isbel as dolls, so cute. And the computer is pretty interesting here. Definitely don't know how accurate it is because I wasn't around in the 90s. And then we have Nicki's skating outfit, which is pretty cool. I was talking to my mom about it, and she was like, people didn't wear knee pads and helmets back in the 90s because it wasn't really a thing and it wasn't really a rule or wasn't really a law. But I guess American Girl released it now because, you know, Helmet safety is very, very important. Even when I'm watching shows like Stranger Things and they're riding the bikes without their helmets, I just like get so worried that they're gonna trip and fall and hurt themselves. Next we have Isabel's tennis outfit, which is totally giving me those Clueless vibes when they're at like, you know, I think they're in like gym class or something and they're playing tennis, and I remember that scene. So this is definitely really cool. I don't know how popular tennis was in the 90s. I wasn't there, but it has to be at least somewhat popular for them to release an outfit on it. So here's another photo of Nicki and Isbel. So their birthday is May 22nd, which is interesting because they were released on February 22nd. Oh wait, are they Gemini? That would be funny. Oh my goodness, that's funny, American Girl. So they released, or they made the 90s historical twins the zodiac sign Gemini, which is the twins, and I find that really funny. If you're into the zodiac, that's really funny. And one of her fears is the Y2K bug, which I don't know what that is. Let's Google that. The year 2000 problem, known as the Y2K problem, Y2K scare, millennium bug, Y2K bug, Y2K glitch, and the Y2K error, or simply Y2K, refers to the potential computer errors related to the formatting and storage of calendar data from dates in and after the year 2000. Many programs represented 4-digit years with only the final 2 digits, making the year 2000 indistinguishable from 1900. Computer systems' inability to distinguish dates correctly had the potential to bring down worldwide infrastructures for industries ranging from banking to air travel. Okay, that sounds really funny to me. I mean, obviously it worked out now, but I think that's kind of funny considering if something like that would happen now, we understand computers enough to know that we could fix something like that. Yeah, so that has been my reactions and first impressions of American Girl, Nicki, and Isbel. If you want to see more videos like this and be up to date with American Girl news, make sure to hit subscribe, and also make sure to follow my Instagram because I started posting leaks over there. So if you want to be up to date with all the American Girl news, make sure to also follow me on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.